Oh yes, indeed. It
Hey,
it is a Saturday afternoon, but we didn't want to leave you with absolutely nothing for the weekend because the road to WrestleMania is under 30 days, and a lot of things are being announced. There is a lot of matches being booked. The FBC POD told you about one like a week or 2 weeks ago when we called it exactly exactly how it got booked on SmackDown. So, man, let's just talk wrestling. Let's talk wrestling like nobody else in the world. And when you do that, you're ready for the first Black Champ podcast. And I am still your podcast intercontinental champion, Camp from the Port.
and I am JR Bang. And make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download to the Barbershop Network, home of the First Black Champ podcast. Make sure you follow Camp at Camp from the Port, me at JR Bang, us at the FBC POD.
Yeah,
Lots to talk about today. Want to
indeed.
kick it off by again talking about my WWE 1988 rewatch. Found a
Yeah,
random channel
let's do it.
that has been playing, that has episodes of WWE Superstars of Wrestling. See, at this time, it's Superstars of Wrestling. Didn't
Mm,
realize it was like a copyright dispute, and this is
yes.
why I went from Superstars of Wrestling to Superstars.
Yeah,
So
man.
right now, I'm in the Superstars of Wrestling era.
I
What you
want
got?
I want them to have a doc on just all the Vince McMahon lawsuits for all the like the
That's a
labeling
good
from
ass
Titan
point.
Sports, Hulkamania, Superstars versus wrestlers, Federation versus Entertainment. I want a doc on just all of the Vince McMahon lawsuits that came until he built like when the model was the model. So like say WrestleMania 10. I want to know all the lawsuits he ever had from that till then.
I feel like there should be a channel that's specifically for stuff like this. It
Facts.
used to back in the day. And we
Hmm.
had, though, I forgot what that channel was now because it's changed so many times, but we need like I know it's like a Law and Order channel, but they
Hmm.
just be going to trials and shit.
Yep.
But there should be like there should be some channel that with their content, they go through like lawsuits and sports. And now we're giving
That'd
out
be
gems, y'all.
fire.
We're
Yeah.
giving out gems, but there should be a
Okay.
channel devoted to just lawsuits and things of that nature.
Heck
Think that
yeah.
would be entertaining, to say
Yeah.
the least.
Because I
That's just
definitely
me.
want to. I definitely want to see the episode solely on the lady that spilled the coffee, and now the caution is on the cup at McDonald's and all that.
The McDonald's. She won like over $1 million, didn't she?
Heck yeah. In the 90s.
Right. Like that's when you was rich.
Yeah,
You get a
man,
million dollars and you really really rich.
$1 million
So I
in '94. Woo.
I ain't mad at that at all. I am not mad at that at all. In fact, um, have you seen the Price is Right doc?
No, but I heard about it. I gotta see the Price is Right, dog. Off the rip, I gotta see that.
First of all, shouts out to hard copy.
Okay.
Hard copy, like you got Current of the Fair, you got Inside Edition. Hard copy is that one
Oh,
that I kept forgetting. Like hard copy was one of the dope ones too.
yeah.
Um, the other piece is, fam, you know you racist when you mad that the chick that you staining also be messing with black dudes. That's apparently how they found out Bob Barker was racist
Wow.
because Diane,
Uh-huh.
one of the supermodels on the show, was, I guess, Bob Barker's girlfriend talked
Okay.
to her, was like,
Wow.
yo, I know you messing with my dude. And apparently they had a conversation. She found out that, she don't just be messing with Bob. She made her way through Hollywood, including sleeping with a couple of black celebrities.
Wow.
Old girl say, wait a minute, a couple of what? I'll talk to you later. She
Yeah.
go tells her boyfriend, Bob Barker, The
Mm.
chick you cheating on me with be
Mm.
sleeping with black dudes too. Bob go, oh no, hell no. We ain't doing this.
Whoa.
We ain't doing this.
Hey, yo,
So
Bob Barker, is that
at the
racist? Oh
show,
my God.
at the show, in the dressing room, there's an argument that ensues between Diane and Bob strictly over her messing with black dudes.
Yo.
And they heard it. Everybody heard it.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
I think there's a common denominator. Kent.
For sure.
Donald Sterling also felt the way about this.
Hey, listen.
Bob felt the way about this. Bob apparently was like diseased black man or some shit like that. You ain't got to say no names.
Yeah,
But
hey,
I
listen.
just wonder. Breakfast Club did it all.
Mhm.
When a certain NBA Hall of Famer was on their show, and Charlamagne the God said, "Do you sometimes wonder if it was that girl in Sacramento?" And every time I see that clip, I laugh. I wonder. I just wonder how much damage did that celebrity do in LA, where a lot of white men just became racist or outed with their racism
Mm.
before 1991 and after 1991.
Tell you what. I'll tell you what. Now I understand the press conference more than ever.
Man,
Like, some things literally just write themselves, and you can't make it up.
yeah,
because they and everything about this is stereotypical yet prototypical at the same time.
yes,
Like, there's a category for this
man,
on your favorite websites, your
Yeah.
black market websites.
yeah, it's right there, and it's probably one of the most viewed.
Yeah, dude.
All I'm saying is that y'all got to watch this Bob Barker
I got
Price
you.
is Right documentary.
Oh, that's definitely I gotta add that.
Because man,
Immediately.
on E is on E. So if y'all
Okay.
got E, watch it. But I know there's that specific clip that is out on social media right now. Joe Claire posted it, and I was laughing. I was like, I just know people thinking what I'm thinking. Because it was the same thing that Donald Sterling said. Specifically.
He said, "You out here with."
And the fact that Bob Barker had this argument with not only a coworker,
Right.
but just somebody he was staining at the show, in the dressing room. I know people walking past the dressing room like, yo, what the hell? Bob Barker out here with this N-word too free.
Right.
Is because, just like a lot of white dudes, they get pissed when they find out.
Yeah.
It's a great,
Wow.
great episode.
Dang.
You know, me and the wife watched it. We was laughing. We also realized that our grandparents, our great aunties and stuff, all of the OGs in your life that told you to sit down and watch Price is Right when you was out of school sick, or if it was summer vacation or spring vacation, and 10 o'clock Central came and Price is Right came on for an hour. Yeah, they probably would have been like, no, we're not watching this show. I did not realize, and this is what Claudia Jordan said, I didn't realize that there was very few episodes where it was more than 2 black contestants on the show.
Interesting.
Now I gotta watch. I know they got old episodes on Tubi.
Yeah.
Because I was watching it for a while. Because I was sitting there looking like, damn, refrigerators used to be cheap.
Man, hey, facts. Man, you look at that stuff now. Look at them prices on them game shows. I'm like, hey, look, I'll put my whole check out there and get that.
Like a new car, and it'd be a little hatchback, a Chevrolet Chevette.
Yeah.
It should be like $9,000.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's it.
I'm like, what? Like I can
That
pay that off by November. Oh, okay.
man, well, old TV shows will make you look at prices and really dislike the government.
Man, listen.
It'd
Pure
be, and then it'd
madness.
be random, like they refrigerate, like ranges with the like it'd be ranges with the microwave attached to it.
Yeah.
That should be like $4.99. You come on, Jack. What is we
you
talking about here?
know.
That just Pluto be having old episodes of The Price is Right too. If y'all ever
Oh,
want to
okay.
get up as an adult, if you ever want to get upset at your adult life and realize how cheap shit was in
Boy.
the 80s and the 90s, watch an episode of Price is Right. You're going to be very disappointed. You're going to look at the government crazy, and you're going to be wondering why, if I go get a stainless steel range right now, it costs $1,500 to get a
Right.
good one. Not a cheap one, a good one. But
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, you could get a bisque, a bisque stove that costs $3.99,
You know what
and
I'm
it's the
saying?
top of the line because they ain't going to bring the fake stuff on Price is Right.
At
Watch the
all.
Price is Right doc for Bob Barker purposes.
Yeah,
Go on
man.
Pluto and watch Price is Right to be upset about prices.
See, that's all of this is why we wanted to grow up so fast because life was cheap. Like, oh man, I can figure out how to make $500. All right, I pay rent, gas, utility. Okay, yeah, let me figure out a way to do that. That's you see how like kids, even though like some of them might be like, oh, I want to be independent. We ain't even birthing kids into the world that want to get grown and go pay bills no more. Like they don't
Man,
even. I ain't heard one kid like I can't wait till I get up and get out the house. I ain't heard one
that's
say it. Right? What?
as somebody that will have a 12-year-old in August. I've never heard him say, I can't wait till I get older so I can have my own place and pay my own bills and stuff. He just said, I can't wait till I get older so I can kick it with y'all.
See, hey,
That's
and
it.
that don't imply him leaving.
There you go. These kids don't forget a dollar menu.
Man, bro,
These kids don't remember getting toys and their Happy Meals.
facts.
And it be legit toys.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
don't
say the
remember
real ones.
getting the Happy Meal and you getting like the fries toy or the Grimace toy, the
Mm-hmm.
Big Mac toy that turns into like a little transformer.
Yep. Shout out to the
They don't,
Hamburglar. You
yeah,
know.
they don't remember going to McDonald's and keeping the cups. They used to keep the cup. You look in your cabinet and you got a whole bunch of Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls 1991 championship cups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Like yeah.
that didn't hold you down for 3 summers.
Hey, for
they, don't,
sure.
they don't
Hey,
remember
for
that.
sure.
Like you get
Collector's
toys from
items.
it. You get toys, you get cups. You get enjoyment outside of food.
Mm-hmm.
And then McDonald's don't even taste the same no more.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Like I don't even like going to McDonald's no more. It's not just because the food ain't as good as it used to be. It's also the fact that what you gonna get outside of food? You're not gonna get no toys or no cups.
Yeah. They
Oh,
they 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 wilding in there.
damn, Orlando. I used to get three three carne asada
Wow.
tacos for
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah. That's
Mm,
that was back when I was going to El Famous Burrito
man,
over there on what is it? Melrose Park, Villa Park,
now it's like $3.50, $4.
for a taco.
A taco. We could
Yeah.
go on and on for that. But my superstars, like, I feel like I can't remember dude's name. It's like Craig DeJour or some shit. But it was like
Mm.
Sean Mooney wasn't even there yet, y'all. Macho Man is the all-time leader in superstars appearance. I said it last week. I'll say it again. I understand why I am a Macho Man fan over a Hulk Hogan fan. Because every time you turned on superstars, 85% of the time, Macho Man was main eventing.
Mm.
When he was a bad guy, when he was a good guy.
Mm.
Even when he was the champ. Camp, he was talking on the mic as the champ, yelling at $1 Million Man. Hulk Hogan would just be making little small appearances. Macho Man would be delivering elbows off the top rope. you saw Macho Man. And that's why I think I am more of a Macho Man fan than Hulk Hogan. It's like, this dude don't even want to wrestle for us.
Yeah.
And if he wrestling the Bolsheviks. Or like, he didn't even wrestle Nikolai Volkov, fam, in one episode. He wrestled Boris Zukov. And if anybody is worse than Nikolai Volkov in the ring, it is Boris Zukov.
Big Boris.
They will sing the Russian national anthem, and I know Boris Zukov is really American now.
Yeah,
but I didn't realize when I was younger that it'd be Nikolai Volkov singing the anthem, and Boris Zukov wouldn't even be mouthing it right. He'd just be just. That was interesting. Mm-hmm. Demolition. I did not realize how scary Demolition was until a grown adult. Because Demolition, I know we had the Road Warriors. No, we did. In WCW, NWA, we had the Road Warriors. Mm-hmm. But Demolition came into their own in 1988. Like, once they beat Strikeforce for the tag team championships, yeah, they wasn't losing. And you got to see them against jobbers every week. It'd be like Dusty Stone and Barry Horowitz versus Demolition. You knew they had no snowball's chance of hell in winning. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna ask this question to you, Camp. I didn't even put this in the rundown. I didn't tell you this before the show. Because I wanted to get your answer to this before I said anything. I know it's jobbers, right? We know it's jobbers wrestling the main wrestlers and stuff. Mm-hmm. But was there a wrestler, even though they wrestling a jobber, that you felt like that jobber got a chance of winning?
The only time I felt like that is it was wildly enough. It's a callback to the last episode too. It was like Jumping Jim Brunzell, cause dude was a little bigger than dude. So like right when the Killer Bees had split and they gave him like a chance. This is when he had the whole bee like boots and the trunks. I was like, wait, dude might beat Jim Brunzell. That's the only time.
So I'm gonna throw one out him. Coco Beware.
Yeah,
those a couple of episodes of Superstars I watched when he had Morris Day and the Time as his theme. Then we had Piledriver as a thing. He'd be going up against a jobber, and I'll be like, this jobber got a chance. He getting a little bit too much offense on Coco Beware.
Yeah.
Then he wins. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I realized how much Coco Beware was in the same position as we saw a black person on Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy or Price is Right. Well, you rooted for the black person because they was black, but you didn't know if they was going to win or not. It's like, I don't know. Coco Beware, I know he's a Hall of Famer, but I watched those episodes of Superstars in '88. It's like it was a couple of times I was sitting there like, you know what? Coco Beware might lose the Iron Mike Sharp.
Hey, because that's literally a mid-card match, depending on.
Yeah. And in '88, that's a mid-card match. Like, you just look like, maybe he's gonna lose to Dusty Stone, or you're gonna lose to, Scott Taylor. He's just gonna lose to somebody tonight. Then you win, like, they need the black person losing.
Right.
Everybody theme songs is not popping. Like, if I can equate '88 WWF, it's like '88 in hip hop. It was a golden year. Mm-hmm. That's the same for the WWE, because the mid card is popping. Look, I still got to send you this episode when Sam Houston is challenging Dangerous Danny Davis, and Vince McMahon is like, "Oh man, that's a great matchup." Is it Vince? Are we anticipating Sam Houston versus Danny Davis? Yes, actually yes. Why? Because Vince McMahon said so. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, he's hunting Danny Davis down. But
Oh man.
man, 88 was lit when it comes to the main card,
Mm-hmm.
the mid card, even the lower mid card. It's like, oh man, that's Sam Houston. He debuting. I seen vignettes for the Big Boss Man about the debut.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bad News Brown debuts in 88.
Mm.
Later in the year, we're gonna see One Man Gang turn into a team. So I can't wait to see those vignettes as they
All right.
aired.
All right.
But two things popped out. Finishing moves. As I had mentioned last episode,
Mm-hmm.
people did finishing moves wasn't necessarily finishing yet.
Right.
Like Rick Rude had the backbreaker, not the torture rack. Just when the man be like this. Then it
Mm-hmm.
turned into the Rude Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
You had Hercules that went from the torture rack to the full Nelson. $1 Million Man, he had the $1 Million Dream, but then he gave you a Russian leg sweep. Now everybody, Ultimate Warrior, he just pressed you and dropped you and then he pinned you. $1 Million Man won one match with a goddamn power slam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, however, everybody finishers is set now. And they talking about you. When I give you that rude awakening, you like, all right, bet. They posing with their shit before they do it.
Right.
Another thing, though, theme songs. I'm going to ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about 80s, thinking
Right.
about what we grew up on,
Mm-hmm.
is there a wrestler who you felt like their theme song matched them the best? And if so, who was that?
Oh, I mean, by default, man, I think it's Demolition. Demolition's music was so hard on the Piledriver VHS. Listen, I rented that like 2 or 3 times from Stars and Stripes just to hear they joint. Stars and Stripes video, Hollywood video, long before Blockbuster. Um, yeah, theirs fit them the best, but man, I don't think that there's really necessarily like one that's like off enough for me to remember, I guess, is what I'm gonna say.
For me, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah, see,
That shit fit.
incredible.
That
Incredible.
if it was ever a theme song that really truly matched the wrestler, think Demolition is one,
Mm-hmm.
and Jake the Snake is another one. When you
Mm-hmm.
hear that music and the crowd pop, it's like, okay, we know somebody getting DDT tonight.
Yeah,
Which leads
I love
to one
Jake's
of my
music.
thoughts. Like Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick Rude was really the first feud that I really remember.
Mm-hmm.
As we start talking about, Rick Rude and Jake the Snake fighting because Rick Rude tried to holler at Cheryl Roberts. But the other piece to that is I think Jake the Snake Roberts should have had Ultimate Warrior spot. I really truly believed that they should have their spot. Jake the Snake Roberts in 1988 going up against Rick Rude was cold as hell. And the crowd popped heavily. And I believe in watching the 1988. I believe in what I've watched now is that Jake the Snake Roberts should have won the Intercontinental Championship. Should have been Hulk Hogan versus Jake the Snake at WrestleMania 6. When you look at Hulk Hogan in 1988, we know who he is. He's not even a champ for the majority of the year. So I get it and I totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
However, Jake the Snake Roberts, Ultimate Warrior, we liked Ultimate Warrior because he just ran and we didn't understand what he said. Jake the
Right.
Snake Roberts, to me, Jake the Snake Roberts should have had the Ultimate Warrior spot because that man Pop, his ring psychology, how smooth things was. If we're talking about 88, we talk about 88 going into 89 and 90. To me, that is Jake the Snake's years And to me, Jake the Snake Roberts should have wrestled Hulk Hogan at some point for the championship. Might not want it, but he could have should have definitely been the person that it's not Ricky Steamboat, excuse me, because I see Ricky Steamboat on the screen, but he definitely should have been the person that beat the Honky Tonk Man at SummerSlam instead of the Ultimate Warrior.
Do you think that happened because Vince was so worried about body guys and
Yep.
and because Jake Roberts obviously doesn't fit. He doesn't fit any superstar prototype in the 80s, shoot 90s, not like nowhere, probably, but now, like maybe now. But he's obviously more over than any body guy in the company but one. And it's the one with the most marketing behind him. And it's just like, dang, were we deprived of that because Jim Hellwig just has a better body than this guy?
Yeah. Yep. If Jake the Snake is just as tall as all them cats, Jake the Snake, I think, is 6'5". But he ain't 303. He ain't 275 swole.
Yeah. Nah.
If Jake the Snake had the same body as Hulk or Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake probably is the world heavyweight champion. I stand after watching WWF 1988-89, you can't tell me if Jake the Snake Roberts wasn't swole, he would have not had multiple world championships. He would have not been Macho, because remember, Macho Man short compared to everybody else. Go watch WrestleMania 5.
Yeah.
This is Macho Man short compared to Hogan. If Jake the Snake Roberts is out here like this before he DDT you, if he was just Macho Man cut, I ain't put it like that. If he was Macho Man cut, he would have had a world championship if he was just Macho Man cut. He wasn't, though. He was slender.
Right.
And he slide in the ring. He's Randy Orton without Randy Orton being swole.
Right.
That's what I learned in that. Also, I mentioned Bad News Brown. He debuted in 1988, and I did not realize he wasn't in the Hall of Fame until they announced this week that Bad News Brown will be entering the WWE Hall of Fame in the Lakers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll admit, I kind of thought he got snuck in there too, but I also kind of feel like, no, that makes sense because I feel like he should definitely be a person that gives a speech.
And he gonna be dead.
Yeah,
he's gone.
See, that's
like he's gone. And Sycho said too. Like Sycho said should have been in the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't know who he pissed off that he wasn't there already.
Right. But you know what? Here's the interesting thing, right? Because I do agree with you. He should have been in there, but then like people will say, well, how do you determine when you should go in versus not? Because I do think about situations like, Rey Mysterio, he's still active. The year that he was inducted, that could have went to Sid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like it didn't have to be, I don't want to say wasted because he is a Hall of Famer. But at the same time, it's like, why don't they take time for specifically certain wrestlers to be acknowledged or maybe be the highlight or the focal point? I don't know. I've been curious about that. I just want to throw that out there.
Another thing, and again, this is nothing against their Hall of Fame credits or anything like that, because they all should be in the Hall of Fame. And my question is, and it might be because now I'm feeling old. They said that they are members of the Legacy Wing. Huh? Is the Bushwhackers a part of the Legacy Wing?
And they probably will be like in like now, I think.
Yeah, I mean the Legacy Wing to me, and maybe it's just me feeling a little bit about my age, is the old marks from the 60s and 70s. And 80s now at this point. Like, this is the old people that probably didn't get their just due. We put them in the Legacy Wing.
Right. It's like, hey,
That
from
ain't Psycho Sid. Psycho
you know,
Sid's son should be talking.
or maybe are they reserving it for people that have already died?
That's a great question.
Maybe that's what it is, you know, because
I hope so.
like Nathaniel Johnston, who wrestled in like 1937. He ain't. They threw him in the legacy wing. You know what I'm saying? He one of the first black dudes
He ain't gonna be able to
after the
talk.
Civil
So
War to
just
get it
go ahead.
popping. You know.
You know what? I ain't need to think about it like that. I just changed my mindset to all of that because it's like when they say legacy wing, I'm like, um, but it has some like is Junkyard Dog in the legacy wing? He got it. That I think that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to look online and see specifically what they mean with the legacy wing. But shouts out to Psycho Sid and shouts out to Bad News Brown for being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And as I get into this rewatch, I'm definitely gonna start seeing some episodes where Bad News Brown is calling Hulk Hogan and Macho Man jive turkeys and things of that nature and stuff. And I'm very cool with that. Let's
For
get to the
sure.
wrestling part of all of this, the current wrestling of this.
Yeah.
We don't have a black champ right now. We
No
got one
black.
less black champ, Camp.
I know
For
that's terrible. It's
yeah,
but that's why you enjoy the seasons, and we got to make it about wrestling first, not about being black. But proceed.
damn, my man says seasons. That's messed up. You got a point though. Sami Zayn defeated Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship on SmackDown on Friday, and right afterwards, well, before that, it was Nick Aldis saying to Sami Zayn, "Hey, we ain't got no place for you on WrestleMania, fam. I know we're gonna do this shit." So
Yes,
then he
no.
gets the United States title shot. He wins, and then afterwards, Nick Aldis is like, "Hey man, you going up against Trick Williams at WrestleMania. How should we feel about this, Camp? Because there's a lot of people on the internet, some former WWE wrestlers included, that's like, hey, Carmelo Hayes rebuilt that United States Championship. He should have a space on WrestleMania. At the
Okay.
same time, I feel like Trick Williams gonna win the United States Championship
Right.
at WrestleMania. How
So,
should I
man,
feel about
okay. I'm not. I haven't watched SmackDown every single week since
that?
Carmelo Hayes won the U.S. title. I want to be clear on that. I haven't done that. However, I don't care if you go to the Hat World. I don't care if you visit Lids. I don't even care if you go online to villagehatshop.com because it sounds like it's just a lot of caps. It's just like a lot of caps around. I don't understand why we are saying Carmelo Hayes rebuilt the U.S. title in the division. I don't. I don't look at this WrestleMania card or like knowing that he has a title and that WrestleMania was on the way. I never said, "Oh wow, Carmelo Hayes got to be booked for WrestleMania." And if you're doing that, and if you're sounding like that, and you're saying that, then you can say somebody has rebuilt something, or if they revitalized something, or they put more in to a situation than currently exists. He was just having good wrestling matches. So he was just doing his job. Like that's like he's doing his job. And you know what? Sometimes doing your job don't get you to WrestleMania. It just gets you a reoccurring role on the episodic television shows. And that's fine. You can do exactly that. But to say that he rebuilt, that's a little far-fetched. But this moment has always been about Trick Williams from the door anyway. So it doesn't matter who or how. The goal was let's get Trick Williams a high profile match at WrestleMania. And for him to be on the main roster for less than a year, and now he has a title implicated match on night 1 or 2 of WrestleMania, no matter which one it is. Like, that's what we need to focus on. That's what we need to celebrate because that's the real story here. Please don't make up extra things that y'all don't even care about once the pre-show starts.
I don't think the fans that's going to WrestleMania want to see. I don't think they want to see Melo. I think they want to see Trick. I don't think they want to see Melo. I think that if we want to talk about after WrestleMania, we could have a conversation about dude. I think we can. But I don't think, as WrestleMania presently constructed, with the tickets they got to sell in Las Vegas, that people are going to be like, yo, seeing Trick Williams versus whoever for the United States Championship is going to make me go buy some tickets.
Yes.
But we've been saying for weeks now was going to be Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. I just didn't think it was going to be for a title.
Yeah, that is now. I will say that is a plot twist. Because part of me, but I'll say this also though, part of me didn't believe you needed it for this match anyway. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think Trick Williams is so over, and we want to see his intro, and we just want to see him in WrestleMania. That they could have booked him with anybody for nothing. I think we still would have been there for it. Dare I even say, Trick Williams opening one night of WrestleMania wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that intro being the first intro that we hear at WrestleMania, not only wouldn't bother me at all, it will really get the crowd started.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
that pumps blood into the fans right when the event start.
Yes, sir.
We get a whoop that Trick chant right when that joint happens. Wouldn't mind if that opens up WrestleMania. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Are we giving Sami Zayn too much though?
Yeah, hell yeah. And look, I gotta stick to my prediction. Sami Zayn falling off this year. So yeah, we giving away too much. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, I think that's
sorry.
my only part about this. My only part about this is like, damn, like Sami Zayn is the king of the tryhards. And at this
Mm-hmm.
point, I think a lot of people tired of the tryhard wrestlers. I've said this for weeks. So I think instantly Trick Williams come in as the person that you hope to see win that match. And as Russ said, if Trick Williams loses at WrestleMania, I think we riot. If Trick Williams don't leave WrestleMania with the United States Championship,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. I'll be just as pissed as everybody was when Booker T lost to Triple H.
Yeah. Now that I'm with
I
you with
will be that
100%.
mad.
Yeah, I'm not even one for like, collective black outrage online. But if Trick Williams loses at WrestleMania, I'm prepared to do that. I'm prepared to do that. Like if and I'm saying that, and I don't care if it could have been an exhibition match. It could have been a grudge match. It don't even matter. It ain't even about him. It ain't even about me saying Trick Williams needs to win a title. It's literally about no. Trick Williams should be on wrestling's biggest stage and be getting a dub. Period. I don't care what's going on. If he's in it, if he's booked in it, he wins. That's how this WrestleMania becomes something that we talk about later.
Yeah. Let's move on to Jelly Roll.
Yeah,
Your
Jelly
neck of the
Roll.
woods. Former gangster disciple Jelly Roll was on SmackDown this
GD
Friday
Jelly.
with a
Let's
match.
go.
Yeah, I mean, look, he the ones who got photos of him throwing up the forks around other white people. You know what I'm saying?
Rakes.
So on this show, he's gonna be known as former gangster disciple Jelly Roll. It's gonna be.
I get it.
But he wrestled Kit Wilson and won.
Yeah, man.
But are we giving Jelly Roll too much TV time at this point? Because he be looking
Oh, for
nervous
sure.
wrestling. He don't be wanting to
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know what deal they got going on or how big of a draw he happens to be on the nights that he's, I guess, mentioned to be there. But we got to explain this. Like that Irish whip into the corner that led to the choke slam looks slow motion and out of place. I was like, they can't even fake this for the 5-year-olds. And then he won the match seconds later after I said that. That's a bad sign. Obviously, listen, I'm in Nashville. There is absolutely zero hate for Jelly Roll, but he don't need no match slot on SmackDown. That's a little wild. Now, if he was Bad Bunny, I ain't tripping. But not because I'm like a bigger Bad Bunny fan. No, Bad Bunny's just a better wrestler. Like he's a far greater wrestler than Jelly Roll is right now. Keep him in the performance center. Keep letting him work, get his reps in. Great to see it. Middle Tennessee is getting money every time he do something. So I'm with that forever. But what's got to happen is we got to give that time to somebody else, or Kit got to start winning during the slot. Like, what are we doing? Letting him use poems and get his ass beat now. Unless he's the new genius. If he's the new genius, then I'm going to be quiet. But if he's not supposed to be a new genius, then he should be doing enough to win a couple matches now. I think he's over. I think he's over enough by now. Come on.
Yeah, and Russ, feel you, but this is a Bad Bunny podcast when it comes to celebrity wrestlers. He's always gonna be number one. And low key, I got Maria Menounos as number two. She was cold in her match at WrestleMania. That's just me though. I'm the only part of Jelly Roll being on TV on Friday that I was cool with is Randy Orton basically whooping his ass. Because hopefully that gets him off of TV. Like now with everything that happened to him on Friday, I hope it's like we've taken him off television, and he's gonna be out. Nothing, and first and foremost, nothing against Jelly Roll, because I like the fact that Jelly Roll, former gangster disciple, shouts out to all them cats out there in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, I'm happy that he's doing this as a fellow fat person who's lost a little bit of weight, not Jelly Roll weight, but a little bit of weight. I like him getting his reps in. But for sure. I don't need to see you in a match on SmackDown one-on-one.
Yeah, man. Velocity's still on.
Match. Yeah, I need you. I need your main event. Like, that's all I need your main event. Do we need to see him at WrestleMania? No, we don't.
Yeah.
Now we're good.
Even though we probably will, but
I hope not. Like, I hope he does not get involved with Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. If they do that, man, like they did with Travis Scott, like Paul gotta get fired.
Yeah, he go fired. No, I think Jelly Roll gonna be in the Battle Royal.
The what?
Yeah. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get into my guarantee.
There you go.
My guarantee this week is that Jelly Roll will be appearing in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Yeah. Because why give him a match on SmackDown against somebody that Obafemi just dropped 2 weeks in a row? Like, yo, and he's in a prime spot for WrestleMania. So yeah, this is literally Jelly Roll's gonna do one more match. I just realized how far WrestleMania is, and he's gonna enter that damn Battle Royal.
You ain't predicted victory though, right?
That's part two. If I see Jelly Roll in two more matches, or there's matches of him wrestling between now and April 15th, he's winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He's winning it. He's in it now. He gonna win it if I see him 2 more weeks and he in the match and he getting the dub.
Man, if he win that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, they might as well just end it. And just might well just and you know the funny thing about this, I don't even know who gonna win it.
Yeah.
Like I remember as soon as they was like Jey Uso winning the Battle Royal, like he's winning it. Like who? I don't think there's an odds-on favorite to win this. Being that this person ain't got no match, Gunther is probably the odds-on favorite right now to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And if Gunther's in that, then like somebody need to smack or something. I know, and part of the rumor was that he was supposed to wrestle Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, and I am so glad that is not the case because Rey Mysterio broke his ribs or whatever, and Gunther needs to be in a bigger, high-profile match and stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, I hope Gunther is not the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because he don't need to be up in there. And I hope it's not Jelly Roll because he don't need to be up in there too. Let's move on to. I got some questions, Kent. I have some questions officially. Because it feels like the bloodline is coming back in some type of capacity. Right now, this
Absolutely.
version of the bloodline is don't talk about my family. But then you got Roman Reigns like, man, I'm a family man. You might say I'm part-time, but I'm a good father. He sounds like a black dude on Maury Povich. And that's what he sounds like at this point. A couple of weeks ago when they was in the room, like, I'm a family man. I'm a father and a husband. That's what I am, punk. What are you? Like, and now you're seeing a little bit of violence with the promos, which I say we got to kick it up a notch. And they did.
For sure.
But here's the caveat with the they did part. Jey Uso on last Monday's Raw was a lot different than what we used to because we ain't seeing the yeet. We ain't seeing that. He's been pissed ever since CM Punk said something about his uncle. He ain't say nothing about his dad. He said something about his uncle. And now Jey Uso's been mad. He's been pissed. He's been, tell him to apologize. Like he's a tell him to apologize. Who's like, seeing him say that one day. No, you gotta apologize, Who's? Jey Uso been reminding me of. He's been reminding me of that dude that be in 70s black portation movies getting mad. Like tell him he gotta apologize. Like CM Punk, like I'm not apologizing. You gotta apologize. Who's like, he be doing that shit. Gotta apologize. Who's CM Punk can't apologize.
No.
So Jay's pissed.
You know what I'm saying?
And on last Monday's Raw, Roman Reigns was about to get out the ring. It's cool as hell. Jay was like, no, get him. Get him. Like that shit right there.
Yeah,
that's what Jay been doing.
Smash them all.
And smash them, Moose. What you say is family? No. Smash him. And he did. He smashed CM Punk. CM Punk smiled at the end on that damn announcer's table because CM Punk said you can't do shit without your cousins. You can't fight me one-on-one. You need your cousins, Jack. And I know growing up, don't nobody want to hear that. Now, I know nobody want to hear you can't fight me without your cousins.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns is calling him old. He's on Jimmy Fallon calling him old. So he ain't even woke. He's asleep while we doing this. I'm a bigger star. But the person who don't care about this bigger star stuff, the person who wants the apology, the person who seems to be mad at CM Punk the most, is Jey Uso. Jimmy just sitting there just like, man, we gonna get him. No, get him, Moose. Let me give you my guarantee.
Okay.
No matter what happens at WrestleMania 42, night one, last match of the weekend, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso will be turning on his cousin. He will be the heel.
Really?
This will be magnified if Roman Reigns loses to CM Punk because he don't have his cousins. And they going to be on Raw the next day. And Jey Uso is going to turn on Roman and be the heel.
Wow. Okay.
And his brother is going to have no choice but to turn with Jey. The Usos will be full-blooded heels while Roman Reigns is now fighting his family. Part of the reason is because, man, this is what you told us to do. You the same dude that told us, I don't want to see you until Christmas. But you let CM Punk beat you after he talked shit about your daddy. No, fam, we whooping your ass now because you let the family down. And I would not be shocked and surprised if Solo joins them too. Jacob got his own shit going on. But the bloodline will be back without Roman because Jey will be leading it, leading to SummerSlam, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, what, 3?
Yeah, it would be 3.
But this time, Jey is not only the heel, but he is the leader of the bloodline. He's the one that the family respects
Mm,
because Roman let the family down, turned Hollywood, and turned soft.
mm.
Thoughts?
Well, I was definitely thinking in the other direction. I'll tell you that. I was thinking in the other direction. But I do like what you're saying. See, me, I took it as well. The Usos got belts. The title, the title holder is the big breadwinner, and I kind of look at it like I was thinking that Jay needed to have the tribal chief run, but I think Jay is just trying to put the band back together. Jey Uso is Otis to me, and Otis was never the front man. He didn't have the falsetto. He didn't have the deep baritone bass voice either. But Otis put the group together. Otis is why we got the Temptations, every version of it. And even though nobody came to see Otis, everybody wants to see something happening around Jey Uso. And that's the interesting part of this. It's like Jey Uso can be a heel, but I don't think you're going to be super overt heel to where it turns him, though. It turns the crowd on him. I don't think that's possible anymore. I think even the people that boo Jey Uso actually really love him. Like they're in that mode of like, all right, we just tired of seeing how great you're supposed to be. I ain't gonna say all right because you know how they be talking about the matches. But to me, I saw Roman Reigns tap back into the pandemic and turn into the real tribal chief without the marketing. It's just like, oh, this is the tribal chief character. This is what this is. And much like when we first saw him, he was beating the hell out of, well, then his cousin Jey Uso, but now CM Punk the same way. So for me, I think it's strategically putting together the original Bloodline with kind of like a remix because there'll be no Paul Heyman that we know of. But I do like what you're saying for alternate story purposes.
So here's how I have the new bloodline set up. If this goes down like I think it's going to go down,
Mm.
Jay's going to be the tribal chief. He's going to be the head of the table. His aggression is showing me what Roman used to be, except for the cerebral aspect of it. Like, if the way this goes down, how I think it's going to go down, Jay is going into this as a Samoan savage,
Mm-hmm.
the angry Samoan, who feels like he and his family has been disrespected. So he's on everybody's ass. Cause he think everybody been disrespecting us since we ain't been around. But the part of the reason why we ain't been around because we got this dude over here chasing Hollywood dreams and letting people talk shit about the family. You got Solo comes in as the muscle. I think the wise man is Jimmy
Mm.
because Jimmy is the one who's sitting in the corner, patting his brother in the chest. Come on, let's go. He's the one that is the more cerebral one, whereas Jimmy is the one that's on go.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's kind of like Jimmy's the one that's pulling the strings, so to speak.
Hmm. Okay,
But
I like
face
that.
of the operation is going to be Jay.
Mm.
Because also the fans have been low key turning against Jay because every time you look on the internet, everybody shitting on Jey Uso, and every time somebody does that, then he comes up on the internet and say, "All right, y'all will see."
Mm-hmm.
So he's low key starting to get angrier and angrier with the IWC, which makes it easier for him to turn and be the
Mm.
angry Uso. the yin
Okay.
and the yang. You got angry Uso, and you got the cool, calm, and collected. But if you mess with me, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, Uso, which is Jimmy. And then you got Solo, who the Tongans gonna kick him out eventually and be
Yeah.
led by Tama. So he gonna be kicked out eventually. He ain't gonna have no place to go but home.
Mm-hmm.
So you get Jimmy, Jey, and Solo,
Mm-hmm.
the brothers, instead of the brothers and the cousin leading them. Because Cuzzo acting like a little hoe right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Cuzzo can't win without us. He just can't. So why don't we just go ahead and do what we should have done in the first place? We'll see, though.
Interesting. Yeah.
We'll see, though. Seth Rollins. He still ain't got no opponent, but he's trolling and traumatizing Paul Heyman. He did it again on Raw, which led to Obafemi whooping Brock Lesnar ass again, which I have a thought around that, unfortunately. But I don't want to say it's weird that Seth Rollins doesn't have an opponent yet. Because maybe he ain't as healthy as we think, but we need to bring him on TV.
Right.
But this does feel like that Seth Rollins is headed for a match against somebody at WrestleMania. And it can't be Brock Lesnar because he has Obafemi. I think that the Usos have their sights locked in on division, the white guys in division. So Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins, I don't think is happening. Does Braun Breaker defeat Hernia and come back against Seth Rollins? And is this needed on this WrestleMania for him to rush to have this match with Seth Rollins?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna answer all your questions. Yes on the hernia because technology is real. You can high key, you can heal in 2 to 3 weeks with a hernia now. With the technology and the scopes that they got and the internal stitches. Like, yeah, you can get back in action within 30 days if you really wanted to.
Okay.
Now I don't know about wrestling, obviously that's different. Especially something tells me that my workout and Braun Breaker workout ain't the same. Right? Right. You know what I mean? So in that regard, he might not be able to lift. He probably need to lift like the weights I'm in there, warming up and setting with versus like doing his own thing for like another 30. But the other thing is, I'll also say is yes, if you are trying to make a name for yourself as being just next in the WWE or the marketing and the energy, even from the fans, is that you one of the guys that once we get to 2033, it's you at the CM Punk, Roman, whoever slot. Then you absolutely get your butt to WrestleMania to wrestle Seth Rollins. Even if the narrative is, oh man, it could have been better. Rather that than to just bank on next WrestleMania, you're in the exact same situation with the exact same heat or energy when people clamoring to see you right now. Like the pop that Braun Breaker could receive right now just for being on the mend and coming back. I don't think we're in a season where you can gamble on having that again next year. I just don't think you can gamble on it. So you better strike now, even if the iron is on warm.
I agree. I agree with you 110%. I even see how you set this up. I mean, when Seth Rollins come out there with all those men in black, so when it's like me and Seth Rollins and a couple of other wrestlers in the back, because, we got to get the fat man in black back. So I got to go ahead and fly out to wherever Raw is going to be at next. When you have Seth Rollins come out with all of the men in black and you don't know which one is which, when Seth Rollins reveals himself, then you have one of those other men in black reveal themselves. Then he spears the shit out of Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes off the mask and his Braun Breaker, and he starts to beat the crap out of Seth Rollins. And then 10 minutes later, they got the graphic ready. Now we got the graphic ready. It's Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. But here's what I'll ask you. Because now it gets me to thinking. I understand that people didn't expect all of this to happen, these injuries and stuff. But are you cool with CM Punk, Roman Reigns? Or now knowing that everybody is healthy and all of that, would you have loved to see them pivot to Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins? Only reason why I'm asking this question is because what you just said about Braun Breaker and how, hey man, you can't count on next year because you mess around and be hurt. And it definitely looked like they was headed to Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Which is a WrestleMania main event match that everybody would want to see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But if Seth Rollins is healthy and Roman Reigns is healthy, at some point, not now because it's way too late for this shit.
Yeah.
But instead of Seth Rollins coming out and doing what he did at Elimination Chamber, could it have been a world where you did that to Roman Reigns and you go, oh, shit. And now we do get Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns because you never know what might happen.
Yeah. So, yes, there is a world where it can happen. But see, too many things get disrespected in the process, I'll say. Because if I'm CM Punk and I burst into tears last year because I was added to the main event, which was like a triple threat match, no way, as 1 year later, you about to remove me as the champ from the main event of one of the nights. Like, this is, because this is the real moment I want. This is the real one. I am the champ and the main event at WrestleMania. So, honestly, we need a pipe bomb while WrestleMania is letting out. Skip waiting for Raw. We need a pipe bomb as soon as WrestleMania is a wrap from him. So there's that, and I still do think Braun Breaker is just in that Trick Williams lane of like, yo, didn't realize the young guys were going to come here and do all of that right now. You know what? Let's start building the WrestleMania cachet now to let you know that as long as they stay right, you're going to see them for about 10, 15 of these.
Well, we'll see. But you know what time it is, Kemp? It is time for that segment that everybody loves because they be feeling the same way we be feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
Do we care? Like, do we really care about this?
You right. SummerSlam, I left that 2 nights.
See, I don't know about Seth versus. That's why I think it's going to be Roman versus Jey at SummerSlam. I think Seth versus Roman is slated for WrestleMania no matter when it's going to happen. I think that has to happen there first. I wouldn't be surprised, but if my way happens, it's Roman versus Jey at SummerSlam again. And this time it's Jey as the heel and Roman as the face. And I think Jey will go over as well. I think Jey will go over this time. And we don't see Roman Reigns for a while. And then when we come back, it's like, But do we care about these WrestleMania matches that's been announced? And do we care about these potential ones? Now, I know we care about Cody and Randy, and we need to find out who's in Randy's ear. Like, we need to find out who he was on the phone with. But does this match need a stipulation? Or is it just a normal one-on-one match?
I think it could be a normal one-on-one match. You just gotta let Randy be Randy. And what I like about Randy Orton matches that may not go over people's heads is the fact that how much borderline illegal things, he just gets off in just regular matches.
Oh yeah, punts and all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I think the Viper as a character is more dangerous within the rules, because you know what's going to happen when it's a no rules match. You know what's going to happen. Oh, the chairs, the tables, the dive, the melee in the crowd. You know all those things. But when you have to win a match without getting disqualified, and you're the Viper Randy Orton, or the Legend Killer Randy Orton, or the I Need the 16 Randy Orton, or you know what I mean? I think you're going to get a more entertaining match for me, from a psychology standpoint. So I don't think it needs one. I think Randy Orton is more than enough.
Yeah, I don't think this match does, but when they run it back at like Backlash or something like that, it definitely needs to be like a falls count anywhere, last man standing, depending on when Hell in the Cell is leading into that. But the first match can be regular. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Are we officially in the we care about this territory?
I don't think people like us are. I think the people that are the diehard, I was on the internet for 10 years until CM Punk came back, and he made me love the WWE again. Those people, that audience, I think they really care. Because you know what? This is supposed to be a grandiose moment, but this is how you gotta know that you're not bigger than the program. Everything of the last 15 years or what have you has always been about CM Punk, and then the big return back, because he's a big superstar. He's a main eventer. He's been, he should have been this, and now he's got the accolade. And what's so wild about this is that you can ask a "Do we care?" question, and it really resonate, and it deserves a real answer. Because right now, the hottest guy the last 10 years without wrestling is the champion in the main event at WrestleMania. It don't matter if it's night one or night two, because Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are on the other side of the card, and Roman Reigns is on the other side of his match. And he is not nowhere near the biggest story or the most anticipated story of this WrestleMania. That's why it's wild, it's alarming, but for those people that wanted this moment, y'all absolutely care. And I think that he thought we would care more when it happened. Sorry.
I think I care more about what happens after WrestleMania with Roman Reigns than I do care about this match. Because I want to see where this story goes with Roman and his cousins. As far as Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, they've not given me enough to care. Because CM Punk is saying you can't do it without your cousins. So that makes me think if he don't win without his cousins gonna do what? We gonna whoop your ass, right? We gonna whoop your ass. And if CM Punk wins, what's next for CM Punk? Like, what's waiting in the wings for him? Seth Rollins? See, yeah, that's why I don't necessarily care about this, because it feels so one-off-ish.
Oh, yeah.
But things might change these next couple of weeks.
This can definitely be a never before, never again type of matches for me.
Exactly. That's what this feels like right now. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Do we care?
You know what? Yeah, we do care, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to call this match, to be 100% honest. I'm trying to see who needs this W on this stage more, and that's intriguing to me. Even though Rhea Ripley's out here getting cut, and a lot of the guys don't like that. There's something to be said for Jade Cargill, who's now attached B-Fab and Michin to her train, and I believe in it. I believe in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do care, because I had anticipated maybe a squash one way or the other, but now I think we really gonna get like a match.
I'm always in favor of big, meaty women slapping meat. So I care about this match. Do we care about Stephanie McQueen versus Liv Morgan? They was going at it on Monday. They really tore into each other.
Yeah,
On Monday. Do we care now?
I feel like a new character is building with Liv. So my meter is, do I care about the match? No. Do I care about the character development of Liv Morgan? Absolutely, I care.
I care a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I think this is going to be a better match than people anticipate. So I think I care about this one a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, you goddamn right.
Man, listen. There's a little more than care involved here now.
Yeah, right.
There's a little more care involved here now. I did not expect Obafemi to, one, not only be what we thought Apollo Crews was going to be during the pandemic, but so over in the process of doing it. Like, this is amazing, man. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to say too much. But this is amazing. Because there's two, and here's the other layer of it. Why it's so amazing is because there's two types of black men wrestling that are so over right now that this is literally the new blueprint for how to do this. And they are going up against two of the most beloved sand dodgers that God has ever produced. Hell yeah, it's concern, it's care, it is contemplation, all of it. Yes.
Yeah, I care. I'm not gonna throw out my predictions just yet. But shouts out to Brock Lesnar for making Obafemi look as good as he has.
Yeah.
And if you ain't noticed it, on Monday, Obafemi got the kids, Joe. Obafemi got the kids up in there doing the He got the walk. He got the kids. He got all the Infinity Stones, Jack. All of the Infinity Stones are here. They got it. Obafemi, dare I say, I don't want to go this far, but I think if I did this before and it didn't work, so I'm going to jump out there again. Man, Obafemi and Trick Williams could be this generation's Stone Cold and The Rock.
Hey, listen, man.
It can.
Hey, that's what it's looking like it's building to.
It can. Them two got the kids, Joe. Them two got the crowd. They got the two best entrances in the WWE right now. I don't know what they merch sale looking like, but I see that crowd.
Listen, Trick Williams was on some talk show and had these white ladies going crazy from calling himself sexy in front of them. He's already, so he really wants to be 95 Shawn Michaels. He really wants to be.
Just without the extra stuff that was going on in Shawn Michaels' life.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you want to be the 98 Rock. I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin anything.
Be 98 Rock. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch said that she murdered the Divas division. Do we care?
It was funny, but nah. They really trying. They trying so hard with this. They trying super hard with this. Hey, no, man. Sorry. I don't care. And boy, I didn't realize Becky Lynch was not really good at selling a regular match. Wow, I didn't know that.
Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Now, this one has something. An unsanctioned match. Meaning anything goes, because this ain't got nothing to do with us. Y'all want to hurt each other? Hurt each other. do we care?
I'm going to say yes, we do care, because the first Black Champ podcast told you that this exact match was going to happen. Like I told you, it's not safe. It's unsanctioned. I knew it. I knew unsanctioned was going to be said when their match was announced. There was no way around it. So I'll say I care only for that reason.
We're not going to give you no last man standing match. We'll give you an unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. I feel like we care because there's a potential black champion involved in that. Sami Zayn is still a popular wrestler, so his pop is going to be great. Trick Williams, we already know what's going to happen there. But I am tired of the try hard of Sami Zayn, so I'm not going to lie. I don't really care about this match. I care about the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't care about the match.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right with you.
Potential matches: Usos versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory for the tag team championships that we forgot the Usos had. Do we care about this match?
I only care if the Usos about to go crazy and put somebody on the stretcher. Like if they're not gonna hurt these boys, then I don't want to see this match. I want brutality. I don't want exhibition. So I care if they gonna whoop that ass.
Well, we already know if that happens, the person ass that would be beaten is Austin Theory, because he's the one that's going to take the pin. Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the irresistible forces.
I care.
We're going to move on then to Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. It seems like we care about this match if it happens.
Yeah, you know what? We can care, man. We can care. I'll just.
Sound like you're on the fence. Like,
I'm gonna say my answer. We can care, and I just want to just dot. There's so many things running through my mind.
I actually care about this because I love grudge matches. And I think if we look at this card right here, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar is a great grudge match. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, a great grudge match. And this would be another one. I've said this before, I'll say it again, especially looking at some of these WrestleMania matches growing up and seeing some of the best matches were matches without the titles. I care about that match. Because one, we gonna see if Braun Breaker could keep up with Seth Rollins on the biggest stage. The other part of it too is we just need a grudge match sometimes. We just need two people that don't like each other. I mean, I ain't saying we gotta WrestleMania 5 it and just put random people against each other. Like, this ain't gotta be Rick the Model Martel versus Coco Beware or something. But we need a Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Like, we need a Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle. We need a Kurt Angle. Like, we need that.
Yeah.
So, in this case right here, new generation versus, not old, but I think we need this. And I think it'd be a great showing for Braun Breaker. We gave our... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, man, it's just a good time to make a name for yourself, like with just the name, not the title, but, just making those names, man. That's so important. That's so important for the next 10 WrestleManias, especially with how things are going.
Yeah, we need that. This person's gonna win at WrestleMania and then wrestle somebody for a title at the next pay-per-view. So if CM Punk wins, then we probably get CM Punk versus whoever wins between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. I won't make a prediction right now, but I could easily see CM Punk, Braun Breaker at Backlash. I could see that for the title, a return bout. Not saying that Braun Breaker would win, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did too. We gave our guarantees, so hey man, as always, thank you all for joining us on what I will officially call at this time The WWF Superstars time slot. Because normally we'll be watching this, then we'll go outside and play football or basketball or baseball or ride the bike. Because it's too early to play catch a girl, kiss a girl. Ain't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's light outside. You don't want to be hiding in somebody's place. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So man, as always, thank y'all for joining us. Camp, the floor is yours.
Yes, man. We do appreciate you for checking out this episode of the First Black Champ podcast, man. I've been laughing in my mind at all of y'all in these comments. We love the
Yeah.
interaction that you give us every time you hop on the live stream for the show. Man, everything that you do to contribute to every angle and aspect of the FBC community is greatly appreciated. We love talking wrestling. We love talking wrestling with people like y'all because y'all understand people like us. And that is the great thing about being cool people within the wrestling community. But my man, thank you so much. And always know that if you ever want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, you do so by checking out the First Black Champ podcast. It's the pick with the VP, DOC. We are Route. They running Johnny Wrestling wife.
Hey man, this man about to get an NXT North American title shot though. He's the greatest North American champion of all time, I guess. But we'll see what happens.
The gauntlet.